Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Wiz. We're here with Pocket Fighter EX. It's a Monday. This Pocket Fighter EX, of course, is a non-profit, community-based game for computers, PC, Windows, PC. Everybody keeps asking me, what? How do I play it on my? I gotta disable my flux here. How do I play it on my phone? You don't. It's not an Android. I guess I like every day. That's alright though. That just means people are enthusiastic about it. It's just kind of funny. Everybody expects it to be on mobile, but it's not. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So we've got. You guys don't usually get to see it, and it's behind the scenes for. I thought it'd be neat to show what the game looks like from the engine's point of view, where it's more like a diorama in that way. The layerings are all nonsense behind the scenes. When's Oculus release? Hey, well, we did test it. We did test the VR stuff. I don't know if I disabled that at this point. I think, don't quote me, but I think the current release out there will respond to a VR headset, and then you'll get that 3D looking background. Unless it completely broke. I don't have one to test with. So I just have to rely on other people to tell me if it works or not. It did at one point. I can tell you it worked at one point. And I don't know if it works anymore. Yeah, this 360 Skybox. So let me see if I can actually force it into that mode so you can see. It's under the view frame plus. Well, that's a render texture. We want settings, right? Allow VR. See, I had this disable head tracking and view frame. Oh yeah, we had that issue where one of the cameras started moving after one of the Unity updates, and I couldn't figure out a way to neutralize it, so I think I turned it off. Yeah, so we want the view frame to allow head tracking, but we don't want the game camera to. I don't know if we ever fixed that. And then if we do... Oh shoot, where is it now? Use 3D, right? Allow 3D view, and there it is. There it is. So if you're in VR, what it'll do is it'll give you the skybox like this, the 3D skybox on whatever the wallpaper is, and so that you can see this floating Neo Geo thing inside like the skybox. And I guess the FPS meter kind of jumps out at you, so it's a little strange. You wouldn't see any of the stage here. That's just because we're in the scene view that we can see that. But so none of the stage graphics would be intruding. It would just be a skybox. Yeah, gotta add 3D hands. I swear, if someone can do, if someone can make a 3D Neo Geo Pocket, we could put it in. It would work. I'd just throw it right in. The texture used to be different behind the circle here. Or maybe because we're only in that one. Hold on. Let's go back to the main menu. Just to kind of screw with it for a minute. So if we go to wallpaper and change it, does it fix it? Oh yeah. See, it fixed the vertices now. Well, you know what it is? I bet that other one's not set to wrap. I bet it's set to clamp. We were just talking about that last week. I bet the texture's set to clamp, and so it won't go all the way around. But yeah, then you could look around the 3D head bubble room and see the whole thing. It works really good with this one. This wallpaper works really good with it. Yeah. Yeah, see, the desk one is still broken. So here's what I think's going on. We can actually fix this right here. So under resources, under wallpapers, we have one of these. What is the desk? Oh, here it is. Desk with art, right? Yeah, it's on clamp, right? And I bet the other ones, yeah, are on repeat. So let's change that to repeat and apply. And now it's messed up. Let me switch to one back. Oh no, it got loaded weird. Hold on, we'll reboot it. I think it got messed up because we did it while it was active. Wedge says, I made a 3D GBA SP for class once. That's cool. Redacted years ago. Oh, it must have turned off the 3D. Resources, settings. No, it's on, but yeah, here we go. Let's go here. Okay. No, it's still weird. Oh, you know why? You know why? Because, okay, I thought it was merging with another texture by accident, but it's just because that art is a part of the desk wallpaper. So this one just doesn't come out very gracefully. I mean, it works, but it doesn't come out very gracefully. So I would use... Oh, you can change the scale, I guess. I don't know what that means. It's not doing anything. What is... Huh. You see it there, right? The 1x, 2x, 3x. I wonder what that does. I was holding down the right mouse button and using the mouse wheel. So it's tempting to do this. I don't know. Maybe. We'll talk about it later, Tim. Yeah, it's probably disabled in the current build though, because I remember we had issues with the in-game camera, like inside the Neo Geo Pocket, was also responding to the head tracking, and I couldn't figure out how to stop it from doing that. So yeah, we'll turn that off for now. So we'll turn off the keep it as unbroken as possible. Alright, so where we left off then, and our fun little diversion is over, we left off with the parallax for this stage, which actually I can show you. Even if we go back to 2D. So you can see how the layers move throughout the stage that create the parallax effect. So you see this gets moved to the right, and the sky is a traditional parallax effect. With the this and the Ferris wheel move with kind of like an opposite. Excuse me, kind of like an opposite movement, and that gives you that kind of like cylindrical effect. And you can see that as things go, especially if you can see the movement of the layer as it goes up a little bit, sinks in. You get more of a view when you're really high up in the air. You see it dip when I do super jump. Oh, that's the KO. So that's what it looks like behind the scenes. If it's in 2D view, if I force it to 2D view, if it's 3D view, it's all different. There's that. And I really wonder what that 1X means. But yeah, the layering looks all strange in 3D because it's a 2D game. It doesn't really need it. I can't get that. Can't get that on pad. You wonder what happens, so Hadouken off screen. It just blows up off screen. It actually counts as it dissipating. Oh, messed that up. It's really hard to play like this because of the perspective distortion. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. The dog's under my foot here. Hello. What are you doing? Are you just hanging out? Hello. Pepper's down here. I stretched out my leg and I hit something. I'm like, what happened? What the hell's that? It's a dog. Let's see. Set up the layers right. They could actually look amazing in VR, like playing Virtual Boy or 3DS. It's possible. It's possible. It's a little hard to maintain that though. Takes an extra bit of thought. And with such a small resolution of rendering, I don't think it would work. So it's like in editor here, you see that it's like, oh, this is high res rendering. Look at how big the pixels can get. Whoa, and it can do all that. But actually, when it renders up here, it's not the case. It actually renders at handheld resolution, and then it blows up the resulting texture into the screen of the pseudo Neo Geo Pocket there. So it would actually look kind of strange if I were to. I don't know if I can I force it. Hold on, let me force it 3D. You'll see what I mean. I think I can force it. So here, the main camera. Yeah, right now it's orthographic. Perspective. Okay, so see how weird it is? Because it's rendering 3D in a low resolution space here. So it's a little strange. I should have known. Yeah, look how Ken and Ryu are kind of like offset. It's funny. And all the after images are all offset. It's really weird. But that's what you'll get with this kind of thing. It's interesting, the chat says it's interesting to see this in that way. Kind of reminds me of dynamic mode. Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing, the dynamic mode from Street Fighter 4 on 3DS. Yeah, it's hard to play that way, really. You can do all the inputs on 3DS, not the easy touchscreen. There's some busted shit you can do with the touchscreen, like no charge sonic booms. Yeah, that's fun. You ever try to play that game online? The guile's everywhere. Gonna work for you. And one question before I go and work: is the LBRY out? I've been waiting. Wait, let's see. Out of it. Been playing a lot of MK11. Now, LBRY is not out yet, and the reason why is because I need to get the online code working. Because the problem comes into play when you add a character and then you make a big system change like online, then you end up re-adding that character. So you end up programming them twice. And so it's kind of a giant waste of time to do it twice, so I'm like, I might as well do the netcode now. and then put LBRY in after, so I don't have to program him once. So that's the delay on LBRY, unfortunately. I just don't have the time I used to put into it to crank stuff out at a huge pace. Well, the netcode on the 3DS Street Fighter 4 is still delay based, so your mileage will vary. At least Street Fighter 5 has some rollback. Alright, it does rollback, it's just not really good rollback. It's got problems. Anyway, we'll go back to the 2D view here. So the thing we're working on right now is, I think we were gonna redo the way that these shimmery parts work. I did throw a big Hadouken off screen. Would you blink and miss it? Alright, hold on. I'll do another one. I'll do another one just for you. So if I pop Ken up and throw one, it just goes off screen like that. Oh, in 2D. The same thing. It just doesn't look as perspective-y. So, it just goes off. The closer you are to the edge of the screen, the farther it has to go off, because it has to visually leave the screen. But it goes out. Oh. Let's see. So in actual view, yeah, you can see it leave, but it gets cut off. So if we pause it here. You can see it go out, and then once it's off screen, then it disappears. So you don't actually see it disappear before it goes off screen. It's just big enough to go out, or just enough space to make it go out without visually popping out of the distance. Too low. Yeah, absolutely have to be careful with bigger attacks. So I have code, I don't know if it's actually in the prefab, or if it's in the file itself. If we go to reuse, I don't know. We'll just take normal Hadouken. Projectile controller. So speed, out of bounds range 3. That's what it is. So if I set this to be a bigger number, it will have to leave the screen farther in order to get despawned. Which I bet that this one's gonna be bigger. No, it's still 3. Okay, so they're all set to the same. I must have set it for the Shinko Hadouken, and then just use that value for all of them. Yeah, so we should see that they go off the screen at the same pace, or at the same distance. Let's see if that's actually true. Kinda looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they all go out at the same distance. I can't see how much meter I have. I just have to reset it to get my bars. And if we do it here, you'll see it vaporize before it reaches the end of the stage. That's because of the cameras in there. The camera's not quite as far. And that distance is calculated on the fly. So as you see, the camera up here is moving around and all that. It will have to go from the current camera position out of bounds. So it'll react to whatever's going on. What if you ran or super jumped as it strikes the camera? Yeah. So because it's I don't know if I can. I can't. See, I can't move when I do that. You know what we could do? Let's try this. There, and it'll follow it. So again, it will react to the screen moving. Let's get him all the way in the corner here. Oh, I screwed it up. Oh, right, because he's gonna... There we go. I was gonna say, I can't get in the corner, but oh, that's normal. No, it's pretty fast. Let me throw a slow one. Oh. And it goes to the edge of the screen, as far as I can go. So, yeah, it works. You might be able to see the dissipation that way. Yeah, if Ken were to jump backwards in that case, or forward or whatever it is at that moment towards the camera, it's possible, yeah, you might be able to see the dissipation. It's very rare that you would see that, but you'd have to really try. But I'm alright with that. At least it doesn't just disappear for no reason. Better to give a visual explanation of what's going on, I think. And that's not gonna hit me. And that's not gonna go because I didn't do it. And I didn't do it again. That's not gonna hit, it's too far away. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed that. How far up they go when they do Shin Shoryuken. It goes pretty high. I'm curious, what if Ken struck Ryu as he's running in the wrong direction? You can hit people from behind. It just acts like a cross-up in that regard. If I can do one out of 10. No, he'd have to do it backwards. He'd have to make this. He'd have to look like he's facing that way. But when I jump in on him, it'd be a true cross-up. It's hard to do though. Usually they turn around. With the player, the cross-up occurs because they were holding the other direction, but you can get a one-frame cross-up. And I wouldn't say it's one frame, but where they're still facing the other direction. It's easier to do that, and he's got a better hitbox for this. Nah, either way. But yeah, same thing. If the person gets caught from behind, their hitbox is symmetrical, and they don't turn around. They just get seen getting hit in the back with the same hit animation they would from the front. So there's no mechanical or visual oddities with it, other than the fact that they're turned around, but it just looks like you're hitting them in the back. And they can't turn around because they can't move, they're unable to control themselves at that point. It's hard to simulate that. Yeah, it's hard to do. I mean, it's possible. It's just really hard to get the CPU to do that. Can you dodge roll and Hadouken afterwards? Yeah. If you go through them, you have to do it the other way. See, I buffered in. Well, actually, you can't. You have to look up here. See, I buffered in Hadouken, but because I buffered it in the other way, it's not going to work. You have to buffer it the other way. In reverse. Because that's the side you're going to be on when you come out of it. Well, if you're free to move, then you'll turn around. Like, everything functions. I can decouple the player here. Like, where's Ken? I can simulate this by decoupling the player. Let's see. I need focus. Or remove Ken's focus on Ryu. And now Ken won't turn around. That's what it looks like when you hit him from behind. Same effect. So now Ryu's focused on Ken, but Ken has no focus right now. Like, throw Ken in the air, assuming you mean a Shoryu Power Max cancel. Ryu runs under, Ken throws Hadouken, and Ryu rolls from the run? Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna work. The character just turns around when they can. If they can turn around, they will turn around. If they have a focus, but of course they're always going to have a focus in versus mode. The only time I would take focus off is like in a bonus stage or something. I can show you I can take Ryu's focus off. And that's the reason that it exists. Here. So if I... Damn it! Just scroll up. It doesn't want me to pause. Okay. It doesn't want me to do it. It's having a fucking fit. Alright, we'll do it this way. All the way to the top. How to do page up? Yeah. No, page up does this. Really? How about home? No? Okay, there we go. None. Okay, unpause. So now Ryu can walk around freely. Like, the game, it compensates for all this. There's no hijinks with going behind people and all that. It's straight up. Thank you. Yes, you would. That's what I'm saying. It would work. As long as it passes through you, it'll pass through. It'll work. Manual focus mode? What the hell is that? It's back to normal, by the way, because they get reset after a round. I don't see any mode where that would be useful at the moment. It's really only meant for bonus mode stuff. But being able to switch targets doesn't mean anything if you only have one target. Animating Ryu's bandana more. It just wasn't like that in the original game, so I never added frames for it. They could be added, but not on the high priority list. We'll put it that way. Oh! My controller died. Hold on. Plug it in. Alright, we gotta get working on the stage. Gotta get this stage done. We're almost there. We're actually almost there. All we really have to do is fix some of the layering for these flicker sprites, but I also want to try a different kind of flicker for them. So what I think they're doing right now, files. I think they're already checkerboarded as a sprite. Oh, stage is already open there. Of course. Can't even see things. Media world. That's a good filter. That's a broken light. That one of them? Nope. That's a sky pattern. Those are palettes. Water reflection. Oh, here's the sequences. Oh, they're all in one sprite. Okay. No, they are not. They are whole. They are a whole image. They're slightly checkerboarded in their patterns, so they're different, but they're actually their own. I think it's just, oh, it looks like it's just one giant sprite. Yeah, it's just one sprite. I guess I got lazy and didn't do them individually. That's fine. It works. Did I change my mic? You mean my mic? Not since last time. I changed it a few weeks ago. Or, well, changed the software at least. It hasn't changed since last time. Does it sound weird? Let's look at the stage file here. So the city layer has these. Oh, they're at layer 2, that's why. They should be at layer -14. We'll say it's -13, because the light should be casting over shadow. Not really, just different. I don't know. Unless I have the microphone turned the wrong way. Is it better now, or worse? I might have had it turned the wrong way. It was like an active. Worse? Okay. Yeah, I thought it was in the right direction. Because there's a certain, a lot of, like, higher end microphones, there's a certain angle you have to talk to it in. Like there's a certain part that captures the sound and the other side doesn't. Alright, so the other component I'm looking for here. Wait, shit. Was that the city I did on -13? Oh, fuck, what'd I do? Yeah, keep that -16. It's the water reflection. That's what needs to be the -13. How do I fix that water reflection? So this uses a cutout sequencer, which changes the checkerboard. It actually does change the checkerboard back and forth. Delay of 2. If we do a delay of 1, I almost wonder about flickering it as well. So if you do a none, I believe that becomes a flicker. That's an off. Checkerboard or a texture is on. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, they're not doing anything yet. Oh, no. Font errors. Now they're not doing anything. Just straight. Okay. I give it all to nothing. No. I don't know. It's not flickering at all now. Right. It doesn't like the blank one. Oh yeah, I guess that might have been it. Doesn't look like it's actually alternating properly though. Yeah, look, it's going the full and then now it looks like it's doing the pattern that I wanted it to. No, I wouldn't patch that out. Why would I patch that out? You were the one that requested it long ago. Whoa. Oh, what's not happy? What happened? Oh, I had it on. Yeah, see, they're all weird now again. What is going on? Oh, that one. Yeah, that's been patched for months. We talked about that in Discord. Yeah, look how they're static now. They're not doing anything. Something's not right. Something's not right. Okay, if they're on 2s, they work. They're going to that intermediate state. I want that. I want them to just be. That's so weird. It's like it applies it for the first frame, and then it goes back to nothing. It's so bizarre. bad effect. Just not the one I was looking for. I don't know, I guess I'll have to do some debugging later this week to see what's wrong with this cutout steps. No, I patched the Infinite out. I only had one, and that's because I forgot to, it was for Terry's Rising Tackle. I forgot to set the last hit, set the juggle flag. And so you could just infinitely light Rising Tackle, I think. Or he would drop just enough, like that you could do like 10 of them or something in a row. And then you'd have to do another EX or something to get them back up. But it was something like that. Then you could just keep doing it. It was certainly enough to kill, so it might as well have been an infinite. I think it was technically not quite an infinite, but it effectively was enough to kill, so it counts. Yeah, I think it's alright for now. The shimmering. So the one thing we do have to fix is, you see the, especially when I do this, I'll show it. The reflection from the moon actually rises off the ocean here. So what we need to do to fix that is to make, I think it's on the moon layer, right? Yeah. So we're going to copy the moon layer, and we're going to call it the moon reflection layer. Let's load our mock camera here. So we do not want it to move up and down. So in the moon layer, we're going to get rid of the reflection. And on the reflection layer, we're going to get rid of the moon. We have to separate them. I'm just going to make this a 0, 0, 0. And we'll move everything here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back on that decision. And the reason is to keep them in sync. So it should be where it was going to be on the other layer. That way it's easier to sync them up. So we want to use the same left or right scroll factor, but we want it not to move with the camera. So we have to do that. We have to give it a 0. Stay in place. And then give it, well, apparently a 0 is what we want. That should do it. We'll find out. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's not right. That's not right at all. You know what it is? You know why? Because the water moves. The sky and ocean layer has scroll factor. That's got a 1.1. That's why. So this is gonna have to have a 1.1 from the center. So that's fine. Yeah. And you know what? I think the issue we were having with the water reflection, I think it's because I had 2 stages loaded at the same time with copies of the stage. I don't think I unloaded it before we tested it, because it looks better now. So let me go into that file and make the changes I wanted to make. And let's see if that helps. don't remember if blank means that the whole sprite shows or no sprite shows, so I guess we'll find out in a second here. Okay, let's unload and then do it. Shouldn't the shimmer shrink when the moon rises? Not really. It's not going to rise that much. Like maybe only a pixel or so. It's actually gone now. I don't know why. But yeah. See how the shimmering's not all screwed up now. It looks like about what I expected it to. Okay, so that is full. That's an alright shimmer. I wanted to see what it looked like with no. Where is it? Here it is. So I must have used a different texture. For default checkerboard. Gray. I guess this must be fully visible and this must be invisible. Let's see if that actually resolves what I think it's going to do. Actually should be able to test this in real time anyway. It's off. Oh no, you know what? Yeah, I guess gray is gray. It did like a half brightness. So that's not what I want. Water reflection. Let's see if we do a pixel, clear pixel. Clear pixel. Okay. There it is. That's what I was going for. Oh, I think refresh all the way. Let's see if it does what I want now. Well, it still doesn't look right. It's like half there. That's strange. I did clear pixel. I'm just gonna change it to something wacky. Just to see if it's actually making an effect. Yeah, it is. It is actually making an effect. Let's switch that. So clear pixel should have no information. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing. So that's what it's flickered like. That's what it looks like flickering between the two with an invisible frame in between. I don't know if I like it. I think it's a little too flashy. So let's duplicate that and do a duplicate this one. I'm trying to get like a semi-visible, fully visible, but a flicker in. Yeah, that's full, that's out, that's visible. Let's put the visible frames on 2s. See what that looks like. Oh, that looks good. It's certainly shimmery. It's got that shimmery quality to it, but it's a little, I don't know if it's a little too noticeable. Actually, it makes me wonder what would happen if we slowed it down. Yeah, seizures. Kind of. What if we gave it double? Sometimes you gotta go big or go home. That looks interesting. Oh, it's like really slow now, though. Sure. It did not look this slow here. I think when I'm in windowed mode, it has the doing two renders. That's too slow. Interesting. Go back to our 4. It's interesting. It's interesting. It really kind of gives that shimmery effect to it. Kind of like the water is moving, you know? I just feel like it's maybe too noticeable. Or maybe now that we've increased that, we also have to increase the off time. So let's double that to 2. Slow it down by half, the whole thing. I ignore the speed here. I think that's not correct. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, slow it down. You mean increasing the? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. 4. No, 4. Right. I'm increasing the counts, not decreasing. 8. Seems really slow. Like it's like a noticeable strobe now. Go faster now. Let's try 6. Kind of looks like a TV static now almost. Like video game TV static. Not real TV static, but when they animate it, there's only like 2 or 3 frames. Something strange about it. I'm wondering if I need to make the flicker independent of this. So if I need, the timing will need to be a little more even instead of 60. Gotcha. I'm thinking of removing the flicker from here and giving it its own thing. So these would then become like, yeah, these will get back to the 8 because that 2 got removed from it. But then I can add a flicker component. And then they'll kind of run asynchronous, so we can do the flicker on a different kind of time. Water reflection. Oh, and I do have a flicker, it's just disabled, so we're going to enable the flicker. And say 2 on, 2 off. And see how that looks. And we can manipulate the files here. So then it can kind of undulate without while also retaining that like translucency flicker. Let me actually create a different effect. This way we can see it a little easier. And we don't have to keep bouncing back and forth to view it. Where's that file? Stages. Here it is. Just make a list here. We will get to, okay, here's the cutout flicker. No, it's fine for the invisible. Visible frame is now 3. Oh, the time changes when we go full. Now you get more of that slow undulating, just more flickering now. Let's see. Fire I do 3 in 1, right? Weird how it looks different when I do maximize. Which I think that's what it really looks like. When I take it out, it looks too different. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good, actually. It's not overbearing, and it's got that slow, like, undulation to it. Yeah, I think so too. I am happy with that. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's not as in your face. It doesn't look as bright now. It looks like just tame enough. It's bright enough to be noticeable, but not bright enough to be distracting. Yeah, that looks good. So now the trick will be, we're gonna take those settings, and number one, find out what happened, what happened to the reflection, the moon reflection. Where are you? Where did you go? Oh, he's under the thing. Okay, I think his parallax setting must be wrong then. That's funny. He's underneath the floor. Let's see. We'll do the 4.5. Yeah, and he's not visible, so I must have set it while the mock camera wasn't loaded. So we need not the city layer, the moon reflection layer. 10x the speed of the wheel. So this needs to come up. So negative 4.9. Now let's take a look at what's on here. Yeah, it's got the flicker too. So that should just take effect. Just like the other ones. So let's save that. Okay, it's off. It's off by 1. For some reason. Let's see if it comes up to the top the same way. It looks like it's moving correctly. It's just not quite centered on the right bit. Let's see. It has 0.5. Let's get rid of the Y and the Z. Or the Z. Z is how the Europeans say Z. I said that way because Tim's here. Let's try one. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much on the line there. More frames. Well, at this point, since we're doing layering and all that, you could. I don't want to get in rotation, but it still doesn't look right. I wonder what's up with that. Where's the anchor on that sprite? It's a 38 by 7? That should be alright. Oh, we don't want a physics shape. Oh, maybe because it's on tight. I've noticed that since one of the Unity updates, if you use tight instead of full rect on low res pixel art like this, it does not work out too well. Yeah, that looks alright. It's in the center. Not sure what the problem is. I mean, we could change the anchor just to make it different. Actually, if we're gonna do that, I'll prefer to take the anchor onto pixel below it, and then it's an even calculation across the board. Now it's loaded again. We'll load our mock camera. And we have to readjust. So we're at 4.5. That's the correct standing position. Moon reflection. It always looks like it's a little off. I hate to do this, but if I align it perfectly when doing that, will that help? I was gonna say the Final Fight music is a little bit softer, so I bumped the music up where we can hear it. Turn it up for myself too on my feedback channel. I like Final Fight CD's soundtrack. It's really good. Oh, I got the phone. So we'll do it. It actually went up, but all the other ones did too. Well, that's weird. That's funny. They're sort of like desynchronized a little here. Like the math is not quite right for them. At the extremes, the bottom and the top extremes, they're fine. But not. So two things could be happening. Both causing a floating point error. Either it's the position that the sprites are rendering at, that's just on the margin there, and it's just enough to throw it off. Yeah, the math's not quite right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The slopes. And either that's causing the floating point error, or the parallax system is doing some division that's just slightly off enough that when it rounds up or down to place the pixel position, that it's wrong. Like, I'm kind of worried about it, but not enough to like spend an hour figuring it out right now. You know what I mean? So you won't really notice it for the most part, so I think it's safe to leave it for the moment. I think it's alright to leave it for the moment. You don't really notice it. And even if it only goes 1 pixel up, it's not that big a deal. Unless you might ever notice it is when you do a shin show. Whoop. Because it stops the screen halfway before it goes all the way to the top. The ones on the top, it evens out. If it was on a handheld, you'd never notice it. But since you can blow the game up, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. It's funny. I plan to attempt to see, number one, to see if it'll actually fix anything, but to give the parallax system the fixed math that I've been using for working on the fixed math components. When that's ready, I'm thinking about attempting to adapt the parallax system to that. And maybe we'll get more consistent results. I'd like to hope that it would. The other thing is, potentially making either a shader or a component to go along with the sprite renderers, so that when rendering occurs, at the moment of rendering, it'll actually shift the position of the sprite and do a better calculated kind of read on where that sprite should be. And then hopefully that'll cut down on the floating point errors getting so close to the margin of error that it decides to sometimes throw it a pixel upwards. And that might have to be combined with some sort of fixed math solution. So I think either way, that's what I'm going to want to do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm happy with the water's animation. I think that's really cool, and then the bridge shadow is really cool. Yeah, that all looks good. And the searchlights, and the little airplane don't run into me lights. They put those on top of buildings so the airplanes know where the buildings are at night. Otherwise, they may just run right into them. So there's that. I think that all looks really good. I think the only thing that will really, as far as the background goes, not necessarily interactable elements, we'll get to in a minute, but the things that would help it from this point forward would be potentially getting some flicker on these lights, some sort of animated component on here. Time to add an airplane. I want to add an airplane to the sunset version. Ever tried doubling the size of the fighters? Yeah, a long time ago we did. I don't even know if it works anymore. We did a giant. Let's see if this is still in here. I got this question in Discord too, earlier in the week. Let's see if giant mode's still in. Can't remember where, it went so long, and I'm really not sure where it is. Giant mode may not be here. I think it was in them somewhere. Unless it's on the fighters themselves. Could be on the fighter controller. Let's look all the way at the bottom. After image, max. Shrink mode, here we are. There we go! Oh, it's so broke. The voices still work though. Oh, it's so broke. Oh yeah, and when you use meter, it goes down. Alright, hold on, let me close. Let me get all the fighters big first. Let me default them to big. So we've got game, fighters, Terry. Oh, there it is. Just take some mode. Shrink mode, right? Say with meter. And Ryu. Shrink meter. And alright, you ready? Things about to get fucked up. Little big mode returns. Yeah, look at him. The voice gets deeper and deeper. He goes down and comes back. I can't believe it still works. You want to see what that looks like on the other side? Well, you can't do Hadouken combos. They don't come out at the right spot. I wonder why that is. Wait, let's see. Let's see if I can get like a max bug combo off the biggie mode here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, baby! Oh, that ain't gonna work. But yeah, the physics are the same. They're just bigger. So if you're both the same size, it basically does the same thing. the voices, man, they're killing me. Let's see. There's with meter or with health. So the health, he's bigger when he's got more health. So if we turn Ken on human here, oh shoot, I gotta do it in this window. He can't hit him. Oh god, he's stuck to him. He's stuck. Let's see. If we get down, let's see. It's this one. There. There he goes. Now he's super tiny. What the fuck? What the fuck? They're like up there. Oh wow, he got thrown the fuck like way far. What? That's so fucked up. I can't believe this mode still works. It's a little broken now though. Some of the reactions aren't quite right. Like, a couple of the animations are a little fast. And I think I know why, because of the way I do the recovery off of falling attacks. It's not very good right now. See how they come down really fast? It looks so dumb. You just can't play in normal mode. Oh, what's WoW Bounce like? It's just really weird because the screen size is so small. So you end up going under. That's funny. More mass, fall faster. Yeah, it's just the way that the jump code's a little bugged. It's set. It's configured only for the 1x1 scale. That's so weird that it trips him. I wonder why it doesn't respect the scale like that. Nah, he's got time to block because this one won't come out in time. I have to beat Ryu down to make that work. I don't have an easy. Hold on, I guess I can back to human. I don't have an easy way to do that. Just gonna jump over him if I do that. That's fine. Actually, I'm kind of curious how. Yeah, his are weird too. Hmm. Where's the button? Oh, I don't have a gaming keyboard hooked up, so I can't do. There we go. I can't do them like I want to do. All right, there we go. Now it's tiny Ryu. He went fucking flying. He can't get through him with a roll. He's too tiny. He's stuck in him. There we go. We got out. He's so tiny. Ant-Man 3. Yeah. Aww. It's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. I'm glad it still works. At least partially. Oh, he's doing his wake up move. That's funny. How about Kaku Fubatsu? Yeah, it works. It just looks strange. Fucking it's so fucked up. No, they don't respond to level terrain. They actually don't have any colliders in the scene except for their hitboxes. Everything else is just gated off with just simple math. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, the push block. Yeah, the push block effects don't share the scale, which actually kind of makes sense. They're not using the same code to spawn. They're getting spawned by other means. Same thing with the normal. That does look kind of cool, though. Oh, that's a good point. What'll happen if Ryu does a mini EX Tatsu? Oh, hold on, Ken's got to reset too. Good point. What would that look like? Oh, I almost thought that killed him. There you go, he's super extra tiny. Oh, it fucks up. It doesn't work. He gets messed up. That's funny. Yeah, he must fall out of it. He's just going too fast. That's funny. It goes over. He can't hit it. It's funny. Alright, I don't know if I can even get Kaku Fubatsu to work here. Because, yeah, he goes so high, I don't think it will, he won't make connect. He will not connect with Ryu. Yeah, he just goes right over him, so there's no way I can't Kaku Fubatsu. That's funny, the effect is all off anyway. Oh well. Oh, Jesus, launched him. Here. Fucking weird. Let's see. Let's keep Ken from. So we gotta beat Ken down to make him shrink. Oh wait, no, his is with meter. His is with meter. So we can make him go down if we turn meter off, meter regen. So training, well, that's, well, used to be a training stage. Training tools. No, that's like the training mode HUD. Should be here. Yeah. Training mode settings. So if I take meter, super meter, and turn it to normal, then I'm gonna have to get Ken to use his meter. So I'm gonna try. This is gonna be really tough. Oh my god. Where is this? Trying to do it without like damaging Ryu too much. Because I want Ryu to stay big. Oh my god, this is impossible. This is impossible. Oh, that's... Oh my god. Keyboard is impossible on the arrow keys. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. So if I do that, apparently I can do it forward. We want... There we go. So that's all three. So this should be as small as he can get. There you go. So you want to know what happens when Ryu beats on little mini Ken. He can't even hit him! He can't even hit him! He can't hit him. He's too small. Oh, his hitboxes are bugged. Oh no, that's the time up. We wasted all our time going Biggie mode. That's fine. It's worth it. He can't do anything. Look how small he is. Hold on, let me turn that off. You can't see Ken. The hitboxes are bigger than him. Look at him. Alright, he built up enough meters, so let's see if we can do anything to him now. No, still not. He's too small. Oh, that's funny. Oh good. Oh good. I can just hit him and... Oh, he's too small. He's too small. We gotta give him a little meter by hitting him. Okay. There he is! It still doesn't work quite right. I think it's a little weird. I think because he doesn't have enough momentum to get hit by the back leg. It's not pushing him far enough. Yeah, that's not gonna get him. Got build meter. There we go. It kind of half worked. The way he grabbed him. He just picked him up like a toddler. He tossed his head. Goodbye. Oh my god. It's fucked up, man. Alright. Okay, hold on. I gotta see this shit. Oh, they're all super tiny. They start off tiny. Yeah! Bye, Deco! Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Alright, I have to. Is Unity? No, it's not down. Ah, I wanted to increase the volume on it, but the music's gonna get way too loud if I do that. I just wanted to hear the Ford Kaiser! And then he gets tiny! Oh, it's too good! That's the fucking chipmunk! Power dunk! Terry's growing up. He's hitting puberty. And now he's on the roids. Throw the big ass for you. He's big now. Oh yeah, what would the max look like? Oh, it's normal sized. Okay, that's funny. Yeah! Get him! Get him, Tiny Terry! It would be so busted. I'd like to make it a mode or something at least, though. Alright, let's grab Ryu now that he's like super tiny. Boom! Oh man, that's good. Alright! Unlock it with the Konami code, yeah, really. It's so fucking weird. Okay. I gotta whiff a couple specials to get a little bit of meter. And spend the meter. Oh, that's... Yeah! Oh, I wanted him to throw the hat. I wanted to hear the tiny okay. He doesn't need the block. Throw the hat. Oh, come on! I'll be honest, I didn't code it to be that complicated. It's just a goof. It's not meant to be serious. It's just a goof. Don't take it seriously. Oh, okay. Go to hat. That was great. Alright, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied now. We're good. We're alright. Alright, let's turn that off. No. It was fun though. It was fun to mess with. I'm surprised it still works at all. Oh, it's like okay. All right. So what I wanted to do. Probably gonna be loud. Turn it down. We're off the final fight tracks. We did a whoop-de-whoop. So the next thing I wanted to do was now keep your eyes over here, and it will periodically flicker. What I want to do is I want to make that animation happen when a knockdown occurs over here, potentially at random. That way, it'll look like the shaking is what's making the flicker happen. So it'll be when they hit the ground. And we already have a test for this. Which I don't know if it's still operational or not. But our test stage actually has yeah, see the Rumoruru in there? She will bounce when somebody hits the ground like that. When someone gets slammed down, see how she bounces up? That's the code I want to apply to that flickering light. So this was the test. See, anytime he bounces, bonk, and she bounces. So that's the idea. I want to take that. I want to take that coding and apply it to the light. So I want to do that quick before we sign off for today. So I'm going to have to bring in that stage to see what I did there. It's been a long time since I set that up. So this is the Metro City rooftop. Again, it's just a test stage. Oh, yeah, right. So bounce test, here we are. Shared event listener. Okay. Let's just copy this. And let's go to the city. Broken light, here we are. Okay, here's the broken light controller. Yeah, so it I'm just looking through. Okay, we can probably just disable this. believe these are times between that it randomly shows up between 6 and 9 seconds. So paste this component as new. We will super animation. I don't know how long. I don't know if this thing automatically, when the animation ends, if it goes back to its idle state, but we'll find out in a second. P for play, post load. Where's play? There's no play? How come play doesn't show up? Rewind and play. I'm just not seeing it. Really? I wonder why play doesn't show up here. Oh, you know why? Because it doesn't have a primitive. It does not have a primitive parameter. That's why. Might be able to change that real quick. Oh, okay, it's got basically nothing. Alright, I'm gonna put a public void play string name. Play at normalized time. And then normalized time 0 and force play true. This will just be a surrogate method for this in order to get it into Unity. And I'll make a note of that actually. Surrogate method to make this appear in Unity's events. Then I won't look at it 6 months from now and be like, what the hell is this? Yeah, a little bit overtime. We get there. No, it's alright. Those are just runtime errors. Okay, so now there's play. We want to show. Alright, we have to look at the animator here. It does not go back to show, does not go back to hide. Looks like transition. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, have exit time. Exit time. What? It seems really short. Alright, we're gonna look at the code here and see what the heck this is actually doing. No, it just plays it once. Okay. It does play it only once, so it's just a very, very short clip. Okay, then we can use Unity's animator to just bring it right back to the hidden state once it's done. That should be all we need to do. That's now off, so that won't update. Might work. So we'll have to find out. One thing. Yeah, the knockdown event. It's a shared event, so should be okay. Find out. Let's do it. Then the next level of this will be potentially making it a random occurrence. Yep, and see? It hits the ground, it flickers. Look at that. Isn't that cool? The thing is that it will flicker quite a lot as it gets bounced up and down, which might not be bad. I just kind of figure it might get a little too obvious or too annoying, as every time they get bounced down to the ground that it happens. So maybe something like a 60% chance or 50% chance of happening. I don't know, what do you guys think? Now, if we wanted to get super fancy, we could also say only only when they're right next to it. Like, say, from this range here, where Terry is, to where Ken is. Only that area affects it. Because you can get it here at this point. Oh, I'll move the camera. Like, even if you're far away, you can see it still flicker. So maybe if they're, like, from here to the corner. You like that it's a direct cause and effect? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured, the distance thing. I don't know how to, or rather, not that I don't know how to, I do not have enough data coming into the system to make a distance determination. So that will have to wait as something to do. That's cool though. Every time he hits the ground. Yeah, you can't see it off screen anyway. I wanted to do a flicker on the vending machine here, but I don't have the graphics for it. And I'd like to make a can fall out of it. Get a pop can falling out of it, maybe rolling away, or something like that. Every time you're in the corner. Like the pop can be random because it's a lot of animation. You don't want like them falling out over and over and over and over. But the blinking of the lights could be there. Or it could be even on just a simple stupid timer. You have to do 5 of them in the corner, and then a pop can will pop out. Just something like that. And then remember, I removed the trash can over here. I was thinking that it could hop or jingle and maybe even fall down. Yeah, maybe 1 can per round. It only happens once. After like 3 to 5 knockdowns in a corner, it happens once. And that's it. So you could definitely do that. And then the garbage can falling down. What I'd like to do is make it a permanent thing, so that it can fall down. Maybe it's random to do so, but once it falls down, it's down for the rest of the match. And so that would be right here. But I don't have time right now to implement that. But I'd like to do something like that. I want to put a lot of NPCs in here too. Like, not so many at night. Oh, I need some water. I'm dying here now. Excuse me. Alright, that's a little better. It feels better at least. But I'd like to have some people in the stage at night, but I'd like to have more at the sunset one. So it'd be like the teenagers and the night crowd here. It's kind of neat to see it every time. Bonk. Yeah, Terry's aerial code, he does not come back down to the ground quite right, so he still thinks he's in air when he hits the ground. That's to explain what you might be seeing for glitches here. Not all the moves do that, but this one definitely does. And this one does too. Anything where he leaves the ground and comes back. Except for light rising tackle. And I think the Tatsus. No, the crack shoots are alright, I think. Yeah, they come back down properly. But he needs his coding adjusted since I made some changes. I like that. I like that little flicker. It's kind of neat. I'm getting used to it just being there all the time on every knockdown. I like it. It's that faulty wiring. Damn city won't do anything about it. They should. So, yeah, that would be the next step for this stage. Get the vending machine flickering. The flickering's not hard, it's the can falling out has to be animated. Yeah, so this can just be a sprite over top that dims the light, and the sprite becomes visible to show the dimmed version, and then it then becomes invisible to show the light again, and it'll flicker probably in a manner close to the one on the other side. And then, like Tim said, just randomly, one time, it pops out, maybe per round. Get Mike Hagar to fix it. He's not doing his job. Not doing his job as mayor. We can do this now. Turn the light off permanently after a certain amount of knockdowns. That would be interesting. You talking about the one over here? On the right side, or are you talking about the vending machine? Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'd have to create additional code for that. Alright. We might be able to do this like really super quick. Broken light. I'm just going to modify this script that we have here. And what I'm going to do is remove the update. What I'll do is public void start effect play. We don't need reset so we can sequence anymore. In fact, we don't need any of that. We do need the animator. Timer. We don't need the timer. We don't need the time control. We don't need the min-max, but we do need the visible animation We do not need the invisible anymore. That's automatic. So we'll say start effect. Public int min before break 10, max before break do 20. Public int break count 0. So here in the awake, we'll say break count equals random range. Hold on. How we? How do we want to do this? I'm gonna cut this, and we're gonna undo all that. See where's the randomizer? Oh, I used the timer. Oh, here it is. Random range. Random.range. I'm not going to delete this. Back that code. So we want random.range min before break, max before break. So this will randomize the amount of breaks before it stops doing it. So it will do it, then it will take one out from the break count, and so that if break count is less than or equal to 0, then return do not flicker. No, wait. That's not what we want to do. We need one more animation. It's going to be the broken animation. Nah, we'll just leave it for now. Let's say I can optimize it, but I'm just okay, so if the break count is greater than 0, then we want to do that. Else, then we want to do the other. So this has to be the broken animation. And then break count gets counted down. Now we can say it only gets counted down when it's not broken yet. Not broken yet. Broken. So we're going to make one more broken animation, and what it's going to do is it's going to go to the off position for the sprite, and it's just not going to end. It's going to loop into itself so that it will not go back to a lit state. And that's I'm going to rename this. Play effect. There's a lot we could potentially do, because the scripting just really opens the door here. So this now is going to change to the broken light here. Controller. Play effect. No longer has a check mark because it no longer needs an update function. But now we need broken light broke. broken light, broken. Oh shit, I made the wrong thing. Crap. Whatever. I don't feel like renaming it. Okay. So here, what is it? It becomes broken light sprite. Oh, it becomes oh, okay. So the broken sprite is the one that's actually the sprite, and normally it's lit behind it. That makes sense. So we're just gonna make this, and it just loops into itself, and that's literally it. So we will tell this now. This is broken light, broken, and because I typoed it. Yeah, broken. And it'll take up to 10 to 20 flickers before it breaks entirely. And we'll see the break countdown if we want to look at it. Should work. Let's try it. This will be the last. Okay, it's on. And it's just, it's just off. It just went completely off. What the hell happened? Alright, hold on. The break count went to 16. No, that's fine. It should be going down, right? 16? Wait, did I reverse that? Oh yeah. Less than or equal to 0 is broken. I'm sorry. I got my greater than less than sign messed up. Hey, doing some combos like that can take some time. Just keep at it though. You put in the work, you'll get there. Yeah, quicker. Hey! Whoa. Glotengork? Glotengork? Is that right? Oh, thanks for the follow. Trying to see if I can get it down here. Did I do enough? Is it going down? Oh, it's got 2 left. It's got 2 left. 2, 1, and it's broke. Look at that! Isn't that funny? It is broke. That's a good idea, Tim. Good idea. This is broke now. So, the one last thing I want to do then, and I did this for the, do it again. I did it for the Suzaku Castle stage. I need to add a reset. You didn't see it. Alright, we'll do another one. Let me add this one in first. So, public void reset effect. And what that will do is it will cause the visible animation to play, and break count will, yeah, actually we'll just do it this way, and we'll just run that on reset. And so this will reset the animation state properly. And then it'll redo the count. So this will play. What's it compiles here? We need to do a match reset. Match reset controller. And so we'll do nothing to the game object itself. But on match reset, not round reset. Round reset will restore it every time someone gets KO'd. But we want on match reset. We'll go to reset. Wait, no, wrong one. We gotta go to the broken white controller and the new one we just made, reset effect. And it should work. Okay. And we'll keep beating Ken. So it goes from 10 to 20 times. Oh, he died. Ah, that's gonna affect it or not. I think so. Maybe. Because the match reset controller might take effect here. Well, we'll have to see if it actually... Here. We can see if it's actually counting down or not. Take a look at this. Oh, break count 0. What happened? Oh, there it goes. It was right at the end. That's what happened. It was right at the end. So let's see if I kill Ken. Will it come back? I think it's not supposed to, because that would be a round change. But being that's training mode, I don't know what will happen here. Nope, it stayed dead. Okay, that's what we want. Now, if I do a reset here, then it's back. Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. No, it's not too high, because you got to think that, well, one, it's any knockdown at any part of the stage, and in a real battle, you've got at least 2 rounds. So that's gonna go quick. In fact, it might actually be too little. So there's 3 left at this point. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and then now that it's at 0, the next one will do it. Yeah, I think eventually I'd like the countdown to only happen when it's on screen, but there's not enough information in the system right now to make that determination. So this is all we got for the moment. Hard knockdowns are not visually distinct from normal knockdowns. And not every character has like immediate access to them, so I think that would be a poor way to do it. I think eventually the right answer will be that only things in a certain range in here will do it. And then we'll just pick the taxpayer dollars can't fix the streets. And then we'll do it at a, test like a reasonable amount of them going out, like in a real match. And just make sure that it's only from like here to the end of the stage. I think that's reasonable. But again, hard knockdowns are not visually distinct, so it doesn't make any sense to count those at a different weight than the other ones. Like here. That's a hard knockdown. That's not. There's not really any real distinction there. The screen shake is about the same. In fact, that looks like a harder hit than Power Dunk does, really. So again, it's visually it doesn't add up. So I don't think it makes sense to do that. Yeah, they're hard because they can't stand up, not because they visually look fit. They're only called a hard knockdown because you can't tech out of it. You can't do that combo in the current release, by the way. We added that a couple weeks ago. It was supposed to be doable, and someone was trying to do it, and they couldn't do it, and they reported it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't work that way, does it? The frame data wasn't right. Now it is. I love that, though. It eventually just breaks. I think what I'd like to do is make it flicker and then go to the broken state. So that'll be our last change. And then I'm at it. So it will be. I'm gonna copy this into the broken. And then I'm going to make an off state. And that one is going to be the one that's just off. So there's two things I have to do in the animator here. I have to say that the broken one has a transition to off. Go at the end of the animation. No transition variation. And we have to find this. Oh, it's not gonna. I want the file. It's gonna be here somewhere. Here. So this one is no longer going to loop. That will stop the transition to the off state. That should do it. Oh, I gotta save it and then unload so I don't have to hit it. So we need to check that object, and we're just gonna watch the countdown. So we got 13 knockdowns to get. 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3. The round cycle. Get wrecked, Ken. Poor Ken's a test dummy here. 2, 0 left. Alright, now this one should break it. Yep, and there it goes. And it flickers and it goes out. I like it. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And then it'll come back when we do this reset. This actually resets the whole match, not just the round. And so it's back, and you can see, oh, it's 17 this time. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks really cool. That was a good suggestion. Just have it go out. Nope. It does randomize. Goes between 10 and 20. Yeah, you'll see when we do the reset, it'll reset to a different one. Yep, and it's out. So, oh wait, it's broken. Oh, I see why. I see why. I see why. It flickers, but it doesn't come back on, right? That's interesting, actually. That's actually kind of cool. Like, it flickers on, but it stays off. I don't know if that's better or worse. It wasn't intended, but it's kind of cool. Keep it. Yeah, and it just stays in the off state. That is cool. That's cool. I like that. I really do. Unintentional, but yeah, no, it works. The code's right because it's anywhere between 0 and below it. That's cool. All right. See, sometimes a glitch ends up being good. I keep telling you, some of the best things are glitches that you're just like, oh, that's cool. We're just gonna actually like clean that up and make it a feature. Yeah, so when you reset it, look down here, every time I reset, 14, 12, 14, 14, 12, 19. So it is randomizing. Yep, happy little accidents, man. That's how it goes. Nah, I'd like to keep it just the way it is. Because then you're removing variety at that point. You're removing all the possible states. I want it to be something someone discovers. Blow it up big so we can see it. Or he's gonna die. And it goes out when he dies. That's funny. What? No! That'd be fucked up. That's some Mortal Kombat shit right there. Splash. Oh yeah, Splash, alright. I hope someone goes to save him. It's a fatality. He's knocked out. He's gonna drown. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. I like it. The flicker. Sorry, Hagar. We're taking out your lights again. Alright, that's it. That's it. It was fun though. Oh, you know what? No. Before we go. Because I advertised it on Twitter and in the Discord. I do get to show you the new level. Where's the Vote Hagar poster? There should be one. There should be one. If we have a different street stage, we should add that in. Alright, we have a new stage. If you were in the Discord, you might have seen a screenshot of it, but I've not shown any footage of it yet. And it's not done yet. It's not done yet. But it's the bamboo forest. Not done yet. But we're getting there. Just wanted to show a preview of it. Got a lot of nice parallax in it. As you can tell, it doesn't go very far up. Yeah, it does make me think of that. Well, this version's not released yet. You have to wait till I release a new version to get all the new stuff. It's not automatic. I do patron builds if I have any meaningful changes week to week and stuff like that. I plan to upload this build soon. It has there's something preventing it from building on Windows right now. So I'm trying to resolve that. Why we didn't have one last week. But yeah, this is the new stage. So it's got like this mountain coming in from the background and all the bamboo parallax. I'm still tweaking the placement of the bamboo so that it looks good from both corners. No, you can't pull up the back building. I don't know what to do with the right side here yet, though. Like, yeah, it's got the building. You can see the building on the right side. Where if you're all the way to the left, you can't see the building, I think. Okay, you can see a little bit of it. So this is originally from Samcho Pocket. So let's open Sprite here. And resources, stages. Oh, that's the actual work. That's the actual game stages. I want to go through raw resources and stage resources that we've collected. So, Samcho Pocket 1. This was the original stage. Just one solid layer from the first Samurai Showdown on Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah, I'm running out of space rapidly. all the stream recordings, they're all scattered around the drives. So it's based on, let's see, Samurai Showdown 4. So this is the stage in Samurai Showdown 4 that they shrunk down to put in Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Pocket, the first one. So they added a couple cameos. I did end up removing those, partially because they're not animated or anything, and I wanted just kind of a pure stage. And then so the normal one, like it's the same stage essentially. There's like another path here. There's a little less detail, but it's basically the same. And so that's where I noticed there was this mountain here on the left side that made the left side of the stage darker. So I simulated that. I just drew one quick. I didn't worry about let me pull in the actual file for it. Let me see. Oop. Resources, stages, bamboo, separate in progress, bamboo forest, daytime. So here's what it looks like. And I honestly, I just squiggled this one real quick. This little mountain here, I just squiggled it real quick and threw it in. But it's good enough. It works. The shape is fine. I do need to fill out the top here. And I gotta figure out something to do unique on the right. But I had to separate all the layers of the bamboo manually. That was a pain. That was kind of a pain in the ass. And then I'm rearranging the stalks because it was never made for parallax, so that it looks all right on the left side. And then if you go all the way to the right, kind of like, see how they're bunching up here? This one's getting hidden behind this one. So I'm going to go in and edit the image until they look nice all the way in the corner. And then I just kind of like center back to the center and make sure that they look all right in the center. That's how I'm going to handle that. There's a little bit of movement with the layers if you jump, but I just pretty much kept the same distance as the original. The problem is if you separate them a little bit more, you're going to end up with half the screen is ground and grass, and you're not going to get this nice view of the forest behind it. You're just going to lose that part of the visual. It'll offset the framing, I guess would be the word, or the composition of the view. And then I'm just going to add more leaves up on top. And that's kind of how the Samurai Shodown one works anyway. Just there's more leaves at top. And then you're really only seeing this part in Pocket Fighter, and then it'll go up to like here. And then that's it. So it won't be the full thing. Yeah, I think I think I'm gonna have to add some dithering to the background here. I think it's gonna end up looking like a foggy stage. So this bamboo frame. So I think what will happen is, what is it? The fill, right? So how do we do shade alpha? No, that's not what I want. How do I get the gradient in? Oh, here. Yep. So if we did this, it's gonna whack me. Is this a index? Alright, we're just gonna bring it to RGB for a second. I'm not gonna save it, but just enough to show what I need. So if we get like a darker thing here, then we can do some gradients like this. And then maybe from the top down to something like that. And then if you do that on all layers, that might look odd. And I'll have to obviously take a bit more care with it, but that would be the basic idea. Just kind of bring it up from the top and the bottom. Maybe skew it this way. Yeah, just like that. And then the mountain would have to have something like that. It'd be nice if it was from the side here. Something like that, maybe. I'd have to play with it, obviously. I don't have any more bamboos. That was all the bamboos that the original gave me. It was just the dark, the medium, and the light. Oh, don't darken from the top? Okay. It is cheap dithering, but you know what? Fuck it. And I guess the mountain then would just be kind of like something like that. It would be like the closer it is, the more you see of it, right? Can I start like here? Oh yeah, start like here. So the closer it is, the more you can see of it, and the fog kind of like goes away as it's farther away. Don't death on a mountain? Okay. Alright. Now I'm getting yelled at. I don't know if the background. Oh jeez, that looks weird. Oh, the background should be with it. It seems like the background's so plain, but no, and the house itself is supposed to yeah. It would probably have to match the kind of dithering that would come from the bottom here, so kind of bring something up to it's too shallow. I'll probably have to draw some here so that I can drag it up. Yeah, really. But yeah, anyway, I'll make permanent changes to that later. But I just wanted to show you guys what was going on with it. I don't know, there were only 3 layers of bamboo to separate from, so going past that, I'm not sure what to really do with it. They were just separated based on color. I don't know, but we'll see. See how it goes. Ah, you're killing me. You're killing me. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to draw some fucking bamboo or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure beyond drawing another layer if it would look right. I'm not really sure what to do. Or rather, I should say, I'm not sure how to do it. Oh well, anyway, this one won't be done for a while anyway. There's still a lot left to do with it, so just kind of a heads up preview. And that's it. I have to get out of here now. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm already dead. I was dying today. I'm gonna be dead by tomorrow morning. That's it. Here lies Mark the Wiz. Worked himself to death on this stupid fucking thing. Put that on my tombstone, verbatim. You better put the F word in there. I'll be mad if you don't. Yeah. The in real life death counter. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we've got the 15th next Monday. We'll be working on something. Maybe that soda can popping out, or the trash can falling over, something like that. Sounds nice. Yeah, the salt, the real world salt too. So, all right, we are gonna get out of here. So thanks everybody for watching. I've got patrons to read out. Got Zombie Killer, Miguel Tabasco, Rui Luis, Anthony Moniz, Taryn Williams, Bryce Naguinum, D-Money 107, Mike Cruz, Purple Chungus, LD Walker, AJ, Uncle Roy, and Angel, our new patron. I know Angel. we went to locals together for a while in New York, and then he moved away, and then I moved away. So that was the end of that. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you want to help out, join the Scrub Army, go to the Patreon, and you can get preview builds of Pocket Fighter, like weekly, monthly. You know, if I have like an actual change to post, I'll post that. And so I'm going to try to get this build up there for download so that you can check out the new I'm having a brain fart. See, this is what happens when you make me stay up too late. the broken white. You'll get to have the broken white. You'll get to have the bamboo forest work in progress. You'll get all that. And I'll put that up there this week. If I can figure out how to get Unity to stop complaining every time I try to build a Windows build. So I got to figure that out. Some programming issue. It doesn't like something I'm doing. So that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys later. Here's a link to the Discord. If Scrubbot's still active. Nope, Scrubbot's dead. So the link's down below. Sorry about that. If you're watching on YouTube or LBRY, hello from the future past. And then that's pretty much it. That's all my stuff. Follow me on Twitter, etc., etc. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Scrub out and have a good one.